the inside give. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's got a man left. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk. It was nearly a big play.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. It'll be a field goal try now for Joshua Carty. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Slides kick is up and good. And they're on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Slump you like they can't lump you. Joy dump the truck, then carry on your monster. Bring rock you like truck, switch sides like water lines. The dad bubble like preserve the other guys. Now fuck y'all, act wild. Stand wild living for your mansion. Chillin' like.
And the Texans going nickel coverage, 3rd down. They run for the first time with a rookie from Clemson. A nice run here past the 35. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Play action on 1st down. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Takes the handoff, now to throw. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing now, off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll run now on 2nd down. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll only need a few inches here on 3rd down. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Here's the one back on the handoff. They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Chase Young bringing him down there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
2nd and 13. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect to a takedown. And that brings up 4th and long. Love that call, Brock. Going for the slant route, trying to move the chains, but the defense read it all the way. They had somebody right there ready to knock that ball out.
You know, if there's one thing consistent with you, Kate, you too love that route.
I love that route, man.
You love the slant. I know. It's from your childhood of watching Jerry and Joe and the Niners do it so well. But this defense, they knew what was coming. And he was able to separate that slant from the ball before they could ever get going.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can be.
Has a hole left, room to run. The 40. The 20. There it is, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They've got 1st down from the 31. Malone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. The run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Now shotgun handoff to Brown. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you're running on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
1st and 10 from the 41. Plowing up the middle. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Back to the well again. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Return coming from the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Rattler to the air now. Connects with Johnson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 4. Gets this to Johnson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third down, 1 yard to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. And it's the Saints looking at 1st and 10. They pitch it to him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Putting a receiver in motion. 2nd and 1. Dumped off to his running back. And it was brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. 20-yard gain on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Rattler. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now Rattler. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Running back sent in motion. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. Big gain has them across the 40. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
Situational football, 3rd downs are so big. You spend so much time during the week working on it. And I love that call. I love how you can run it on 3rd down, and it shows everybody. You don't have to always put it in the air to move the chains.
Rattler setting the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. This one intended for the running back. So it's 2nd down coming up. Shaheed motioning right. The give here on second. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing off the play fake here. Getting out to his left. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push their lead to 4.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Returns looking good so far. He's still going. And the tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Blown back, gets the handoff. Launching for the pylon, and he's got it! Touchdown! The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans push their lead to 3. Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. He goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Pretty obvious as defense, and they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
It's another fun element. The search for the higher intelligence. Women who can celebrate, living irrelevant. The most benevolent king. Communicating through your dreams. With your pictures with painting. A lost on the scene everywhere. It's around the atmosphere, troposphere, thermosphere, planosphere.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they limit the damage, just a few yards on that game. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7. They've got a man in motion. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throwing from the gun here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. He's back to throw. He finds it beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Rattler back to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Option give here. He breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? They're going play action. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Making time these kickers good. And that will tie things up in the third.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and 2 for 2 for this kicker.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Brown on the inside give. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. And he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Texans set to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. It's a pickup of 11. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
Rattler dumps it off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Going about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. First throw for the backup now. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Less than a yard needed here on fourth. They'll run for this. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's the end of the third. First and 10 from the 41. Going tight end run here. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just one.
Okay, that's a quick hitter to the big guy. And that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just pick it up a little bit before they stall him out.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Rattler. Flush down now, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem? Defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Colson and Debo's got it. And he makes the left go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Tie game, final quarter, the final minutes and seconds ticking away, Brock. I mean, this is dream scenario for a defender to have the chance to score the potential game winner.
Yeah, I'll raise my hand and sometimes at a fault for too many times think about the quarterback. Oh, this is the moment you live for. Oh, you got to maximize the situation. It's the same mindset for these defenders, and when they capitalize on it, well, you could see the celebration by his teammates.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And this one does not go far. Quick throw to the left is complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing is Rattler. Setting up the running back screen. And this one doesn't go far. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings us 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And that falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
iron buck, talk with signs up, walk with the iron tucks. Leave your eyes wide shut, money bags on the table, I think we lock.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. He'll throw it. He's on the move. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. And they fake the spike. They're going to throw it. And they aren't fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know, when we watch the Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10.
And they get to him again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets them up with a third down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. He'll throw it. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
So unique and blind that smother the situation with the bloody snakes. Cause every time I'm going out, we put me back in. I see what we questioning the crow back 10.
Third down pass didn't work with the offense staying out there on fourth.
Shiny ass up, the indoor post, the bathtub club, the hands in the mud, better respect.
Looking to throw. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on fourth down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, you get that ball in your belly, baby. You got almost no time to process what the line's going to do. You better make your decision and hit it downhill. Excellent vision to find the opening and get things started well here on first down.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
A give now from the gun. In the middle holes, they don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. A give now to Brown. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Connection made to Dell. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. Cardi now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans double their lead to 14.
Saints 13. Joshua Cardi to kick off.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down after a short game. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. From midfield on 2nd down. Trying to push it deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
He'll look to throw it. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit. So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And the Texans get on this kick, and that should do it for this game. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they'll have just one left to burn now. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. On the ground, Brown. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Talk to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. This one's headed for the sideline, and ouch, look at the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. So the Texans come away with the road win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.
Are things better or worse for the Texans? Can we feel yeah.
I've been gone since like July. Here we go again. Yeah. Money talks. What the is he saying? Huh? You can't ask his who's the man. Roll no niggas stepping like a race round them veins. My little ticker bell, cause I'm fly as Peter Pan. Let's go, get some money, been playing. Hopped up out this cyber to my wrist, cause I'm lame. Tired of buying cars to my driveway jam. The neighbors still trying to figure out who I am, who I be. They say money talk, put diamonds in my teeth. I be Louis down with Jordans on my feet. Messed up in your yard like trick or treat. You better play your cards right, you better not ever reach. For this train over here, it's underneath. Yeah, I ripped it 5, but I 6 feet. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. She had too much fun. I think she got too motor in her trunk. Got the roof. Got her. I think she lost one shoe. Gang of troops. I told her, oh my F, you got the juice. I pulled up at her friend's house and kicked her out the coop. The boom. Bye-bye. Yeah, she untamed gorilla that was born in the zoo. That's why you so rude. Who the is you? Got in this way to school. Spent the whole million on one set is ocean blue. That's why you so up, cause I pay my dues. Hey. Let's go, 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 let's go.
Oh, it is. Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Miley Percocet, represent, gotta represent, chasing shit, never chasing, chasing, mask on, fuck your mask on.